Oh man. Hello everyone. How y'all doing out there, man? Hope y'all doing good, staying safe and just staying alive. So how y'all doing, man? I'm really curious, man. I think uh what we in now? We almost in August of 2020. What has this year been like for you, honestly speaking? Oh man, let me get into this topic though. So I had recently saw this, and to me, I was kind of surprised this was a big deal to many people. But then again, I'm like, man, Jabari, stop being surprised by these things. People take offense to things that really has literally nothing to do with them. But my question is, why is it a problem for celebrities that have so much money, multimillionaires plus, to buy their kids expensive things? So Offset, he bought a very nice pink Birkin bag for his daughter, and Cardi B defended, what happened. Yeah, and of course she would, because that's not a bad purchase. That's not something that I don't think it's gonna go to waste. Now, her daughter may not be able to appreciate it now at that very young age, but when she's a teenager or a young adult or whatever, she's really gonna appreciate that. That's a purchase that's gonna be beneficial in the long run. Not right now necessarily, but in the long run it will be. But people had a big issue with that purchase. And I tried to figure out why. I had to read some comments and really try to understand why this was an issue for some people. Like I said, something that has literally nothing to do with them. And I had to take this from both sides, as I do understand them. So from one side, there were people were upset because I guess she's too young for that, and I agree with that. That's one thing I did agree with. But I think that as she gets older, that bag will mean a lot more to her. And that's where I'm like, okay, I can understand why people are upset, but then again, just think in the long term. She will use that bag. She don't need a handbag now, but in the long term, she will need that bag. So I somewhat understand why people are upset. Some people have mentioned that the bag costs more than someone's rent, or that's so irrelevant, and I think that's just BS and very unnecessary, very unnecessary thing to bring up. Like, who cares? Who the hell cares about that? You think they care that they're that bad that they bought? I think it was 8,000 or something. Cost more than someone's rent. Why the hell would they care? They in that situation. You're in that situation. It's a difference. Why the hell? Why would they care? That's why I feel like that's so unnecessary to even bring up. Because why the hell would they care? Why would they even take notice to that? It's money they worked their ass off for. They worked hard for that money, so they could treat their daughter and buy something nice for their daughter. Because I remember Fab, the rapper Fabulous, he once said in a song, "If you rocking Prada, buy your baby Prada too." I remember Michael Jackson said, "If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby." It's something like that. Those are statements that are really true. And I understand, things happen and you're not always in the best financial situation. But for the most part, I agree with that statement. And I don't care what your financial situation ends up being. Because there's no way that your outfit could be 1,000 or more. 1,000 is just being generous. And your kid is wearing sneakers for $20. There's no way. And I get upset when I see that in my neighborhood. People wearing these nice Nike fits or Jordan, like with Jordans and stuff like that, and their kids wearing shoes with holes in them. Or their kids wearing sneakers in the wintertime and not even boots. You wearing these nice, whatever, nice ass Uggs or whatever, or higher expensive brand, but boots, and your kids wearing sneakers in the winter or high water pants. That's a problem. Or if you have a nice ass foreign fit and your kids wearing Payless shit or discount store brand clothes. That's a problem. And people should see a problem with that. People should see a problem with that. But okay, to get to the other side though, because for one, I do think that the purchase was okay, unnecessary now, but necessary later. But people said she probably would have been happier to get like toys or something like a play phone. Like little like toys. I guess as daughters, they probably would want at that age. You know, and I agree. I do agree with that 100%. But then again, I'm like, who is to say that she didn't like that gift though? I mean, in the video though, I'll leave that linked somewhere for you to watch it. She did pick it up, hold it, and put it right back down. So I'm sure she more likely would have been happy with like a Barbie doll or some toy, something like that. But I think to myself, if they had bought her just toys, people would have been upset by that too. People would have been like, "Wow, these millionaires, they got so much money and they buying their daughter toys for $10 or something." That's what I feel like too, honestly speaking. But then I think to myself, okay, they only recorded her getting the Birkin bag. And maybe she did get toys afterwards or something. It's probably a big ass house. Maybe they had toys somewhere in another room or something. We can't tell celebrities what the hell to do with their money. And this is random, but I'm gonna just bring it up. Jeff Bezos is on pace to become a trillionaire, right? And people are like, they don't like that, or they can't accept the fact that he's that rich or whatever, or people in the world could be that rich, and there's still poor people in the world. I get it, but come on, he worked his ass off for that, man. He did. I'm sure he might have had some lucky breaks or maybe some handouts here and there, but come on, he worked his ass off for that. I'm not saying we could all be that, but if we stop being a victim, we could actually work our ass off and become something and become rich or multimillionaires or whatnot. I'm not saying we should all aspire to be a trillionaire or a billionaire or whatever, but we could aspire to be something better and we could do what we got to do with our own money, and people can't tell us what the hell to do with our own money. I understand why people support the purchase, though, and I do understand why people don't support the purchase. But like I said, we can't tell these people what to do with their money. I see a lot of people like they're upset when people only donate 1,000 or just 1,000,000. Like, bro, you can't donate 1,000,000. You not my laptop. That's how true it is. I get upset when I see this. You can't donate those couple thousands. You can't donate those millions. So if they doing it, why the hell are you complaining? Now it's different if it's somebody like Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos donating 1,000,000. Come on, that's a day's worth of money for them. I get that. But in terms of like NBA players or rappers or something like that, who just multi-million, I'm saying just multi-millionaires, like that's a little, but I'm just saying, then that they're not billionaires, they're not 100 millionaires, and they donate 1,000,000 or a couple 100,000. That's a lot. Imagine the amount of work they have to do for that money. Oh man, I get upset with this, man. I'm passionate about, I'm passionate about this, but I support the purchase because it's their money. You could tell that they actually care about their daughter. It's not one of those celebrity couples that just buying clothes or rags or BS for their kids. Come on, to spend something 8,000 or something like that on a bag for your daughter, you care. You care. Come on, think about it. Think about people in your neighborhood with kids with nice ass outfits on, and look at what their kids wearing. Not all the time. Not like I said, not all the time, but you see that often. So why are we trying to condemn Cardi B and Offset for doing that? Oh man, I get passionate about this, man. So yeah, thank you, and I'm aiming for 5 likes again, man. I know we can do it. I know we can, cause we've been doing it. So I'm asking for 5 likes again. I have another video in the stash coming up soon. How soon? I don't know. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know we can do it, and it helps me out a lot. And I really appreciate it, man. So thank you, and more videos coming soon.